We're following breaking news out of Davis right now where police are investigating after 3 people were shot at a park. Thank you for joining us at 6. I'm Cecil Hannibal. This happened at Community Park around 3 p.m. Police are advising people to avoid this area. KCRA3's Peyton Headley joins us live from the police station. Peyton, police gave an update within the last 30 minutes or so. What have we learned?
Yeah, so we're learning more about those 3 victims. We know that 2 of them were teenagers and 1 of them was a 24-year-old adult. So we have some video from the scene from a little bit earlier that we got around 4 o'clock this afternoon. So we know that officers were patrolling the area around 3 o'clock, and they heard what they believe sounded like gunshots. They said also they noted there was a large gathering of people there prior to the shooting. I talked to a few girls who told me they had been there for a concert, and even afterwards when we got there, we saw hundreds of people leaving the area. So a very busy day at that park. As for injuries, like we mentioned, we know at least 3 victims were transported to the hospital with gunshots.
Well, people, it has been a busy 36 hours, wouldn't you agree? A very, very busy 36 hours. And I'm not surprised. You see, I've been decoding off and on since I was a teenager. And look, people, when you check your history, just about every Passover, there's some violence. And I thought it was going to be overseas. So this week, say some extra prayers, especially for Friday. Look, people, I'm serious. These are the last days. And as you can see, I am on a marathon on videos today. I appreciate you guys being here. Welcome to subscribers. I am Friend Shai Pearson. I teach the 5 C's, and this video will be one for the ages because it will be a tutorial. Yes, every now and then I find a news story that it's just so obvious what they're doing that you can just point it out to your friends and say, look, 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 look. Oops, there it is. And this is one of them. People, they can only do so many tricks. They can only pull so many rabbits out of a hat. And look, I've seen a lot of them. And I'm sure you have too. But yeah, they're in a park. What is park? Remember George Floyd? He died on 36th and Park. Yeah, I got the receipts. Those of you all who've been with me for a while, you know, he died on 36th and Park in an ambulance. What is Park? Park in Gematria comes out to 46. See that? Park. Anytime you hear a story about a park, you know it's about destruction or death. Do you follow me? Look at Joe Biden's administration. Was that not destruction? He was the 46th president. I'm sure you follow me. Then you got 19 here tagging along with it. What is 19? What was 5 years? We called it CO what? 19, remember? Chaotic behavior. It's deep, ain't it? Gematria calculator. Like I said, it's going to be a tutorial because they speak. They speak. Did this actually happen? I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't. They're going to hit you with a cathedral of stories this week, people. So fasten your seatbelts, pray, don't get caught up in it. They want weapon control. Do you understand? I haven't talked about that in a while, but that's what a lot of this is about. They want weapon control in America. Oh yeah, Caesar's on the prowl. He wants Annie get your gun, right? They want it. Okay, because if you're defenseless, it's easy to just take you over. And you got to give them a reason, right? Problem, action, solution. And that's what's going on here. The powers allow these situations, or they create these situations, or they blow these things out of whack because that's what they want. And what better way to do it? Spring, summertime, people out at the picnic, and the youth don't know how to act. You feel me? And that's how they're going to do it. Crazy young kids acting crazy. And every now and then you get somebody sprinkled in between acting crazy with a weapon. Oops, we got to have more G control. You understand? That's what it's about, people. Now, again, park. They're in a park. Now check this out. They got to make it dramatic.
just hundreds of people at the park. As for those Little League games, players and their families all hit the ground and evacuated. The games were canceled. Davis police asking people to avoid the area. Now, just minutes ago, our photographer witnessed as people were running from the park and the police were going in. It's unclear exactly what was happening here. It's unclear who the suspect or the suspects are in this shooting.
Isn't that something?
Time. Again, police confirmed that 3 people were shot. We do not know their condition yet. Hundreds of people were at the park when the shots were heard, and those Little League games were in progress at the time of the shooting.
They want to sensationalize it, people. They got to sensationalize this thing. They got to sell it. They got to sell fear. And as soon as it started out, there's a guy in what? A maroon? Maroon? What is that? Phoenician color, like purple. And you got the person on the phone, black and white. That means you play both sides. If you're on a chessboard, you got the black and the white. Young against old, black against white. You know, mother against father. It's got to be opposition, you understand? So when they tell you these stories, it's like Republican versus Democrat. They got to have it. So the clothes speak. Nothing wrong with the colors. You can wear the colors. But black and white, suspect. Are they speaking? And then you got the purple, right? You got the purple. So, you know, they're speaking big time. Let me I got to plug my phone in. Hold on a second. Okay, charge everything back up. I thought it was charged up. Okay, but yeah, we got the purple going on. I'll put it in the description. The Phoenicians back in the day, their favorite color was purple. They went out into the sea and they collected clams and seashells. Yes, they did. The Phoenicians, just before the Roman Empire, they had dominance over the sea and over lands. And when they wanted more land, they had to sacrifice babies or people so they could have more land, more prominence, more power, more luxuries. Do you understand? And purple was their main color. When they went to the sea, they were fishermen. They went hunting for seashells or clams. In there was a purple dye. So when you see purple, suspect. They run a news story. They got the purple right there and the black and white. Come on, man, they're speaking. And I'll put that video in the description about the colors, okay? The purple and the Tiffany blue. You get a bonus. Now check this one out. This one is going to blow your mind because lately they've been talking about Generation X, and many times they show it. Watch.
News in Davis tonight, where police are looking for the gunman who opened fire at an off-campus park hosting a UC Davis event with hundreds of people. And new exemptions to President Trump's tariffs announced, giving a reprieve to some tech companies.
At 6.
Good evening. Following breaking news near the UC Davis College campus, their police are looking for a shooter who opened fire in a park. The university says the shooting happened this afternoon at about 3 o'clock at Community Park on East 14th Street during UC Davis's picnic day. This park is about a mile away from campus. Witnesses say hundreds of people were there for this event. Davis police say 3 people were shot and 1 person was trampled in all of the chaos. All of those people were taken to the hospital. We're told that 2 of those victims are teenagers and the shooter.
Now there's your tutorial. Look at it and look in it. I saw at least 2 videos. They kept showing the playground. What do you see? X, 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 X for Generation X. What is X? The 24th letter of the alphabet is X. That means you're eliminated. That means you're taken out. And just last night we had that pink moon, like an eclipse, right? Remember we had an eclipse on April 8th of 2024. An X came over the United States and the world. X. See this fencing? X. When the cameraman or camerawoman pans over, they're speaking. Watch. They're going to speak. They're speaking. They went from this display.
2 of those victims are teenagers and
there
the
you
shooter
go.
reportedly took off.
Do you have a lot
They're
about
speaking. They're speaking. They're speaking. All right, here's another one. This one's going to really blow your mind. This one, people, it's just self-explanatory. And don't let me have to play it twice because I know y'all going to get this. Check this out.
Yes, we were running for our lives.
It was a stampede.
Thanks for joining us for the CBS 13 News at 10. I'm Ashley Sharp. We've been following this story all day. That shooting happened here at Community Park, just a 10-minute walk from the UC Davis campus, while thousands were celebrating picnic day when shots were fired around 3 p.m. Your reporter Tori Apodaca joins us live tonight from the Davis Police Department with what she's learning. Tori?
Ashley, that crime scene is all wrapped up now, but investigators here have a whole lot of evidence to go through. Those gunshots ringing out on picnic day, a family-friendly tradition in Davis dating back to 1909. We spoke with witnesses who described the terrifying moments.
Now, before we go there, notice the orange and the gold, the sun god Ra. You see that? The sun god Ra. He gonna get his praise. Now, when they started out, they focused in, and they went straight to the brother in purple. Just before that, where is he at? Oh, the girl in purple. I'm missing it. Where art thou? Okay, so oh, there it is. See? Boom, purple, and the red and black. All right, now watch this here, people. Like I said, this is gonna blow your mind. Watch this right away. Should I do it in slow motion? Here we go.
It was scary. It was bow, 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 bang, bang, bang. Everybody was running. It was like anxiety, chaos.
Bow, 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 bang, bang, bang. Everything was anxiety. Okay. Here you go. What that look like? I said, what that look like? Get a real good look at it. Okay? What is 614? Allegedly. You ready for this one? Okay, here we go. When is President Trump's birthday?
According to Wikipedia, Donald John Trump is a
614. What are the odds? I would run you guys a tutorial, because they got all these crazy shootings all of a sudden last 36 hours, and I keep showing you clues. Is that not a clue that a sacrifice is being made or a ritual? Whose birthday is 614? Is that coincidence, people? I'll let you decide. I teach the 5 C's. My job is to bring it to you. What are the odds? Bang, bang, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, right. Forget about all the hype and the sensationalism. Just concentrate on and look at and understand what you're looking at, okay? Because they do speak. That's one thing I know about Satan. He's got to speak. God got him on a leash. God said, I never leave you. I'll never forsake you. And he's going to show you, because he gave you 5 senses. He made you in his image, so you can figure it out. Now, let's check this out here. California officially became part of the United States on September 9th. That's what happened in California. September 9th, 1850. California became part of the United States. See, all these cities, I said this a few months ago, it appears all these cities, the 50 states, they have to have some type of skirmish or bad situation happen, because they're going to be taken down. So don't be surprised if something happens in your neck of the wood that's negative, because all of them going to be given to the Antichrist. That's his present. Okay, the Antichrist is being given the best present of all, and that's the United States. September 9th, 1850, let's look at that. September 9th, 2024 anniversary of California becoming part of the United States. Subtracted from today's shooting, 4/13/2025, the difference is 2/16. Anniversary of California becoming a state, 9/9, versus today's shooting, 4/13, gives you 2/16. And what is 2/16? You ready for this? Watch this. Barack Obama's birthday, August 4th. All right. The 216th day of the year is August 4th. The 216th day of the year is August 4th. You see it? August 4th is the 216th day of the year. Like I said, I'm gonna give you a tutorial, people. They're speaking. They're speaking. 6/14 is Trump's birthday. And this comes out to 2/16. Barack Obama was born on August 4th, the 216th day of the year. What do you think is going on here? I believe he's the Antichrist. And I believe Trump is the setup man. Hey, look, we're going through something, people. And it's going to get worse. Now check this out. I said in my last video, there was a guy named Cody Balmer. Cody Balmer. They have him in custody in Pennsylvania. They said he has allegedly was the one who set the governor's mansion on fire. I forgot to put that in there, but I just typed it in there. Cody is the guy's name who allegedly set Governor Shapiro's mansion, his home, on fire overnight at 2 a.m. Cody just had to be number 47. Who's the 47th president? Your tutorial is in front of you, people. These are the last days. They want the violence, they want the guns, and they're spreading fear. That's as accurate as I can be. Welcome to the Satan's wheelhouse. This is the new norm. The new norm. And again, they're going to keep staging these events. This is Holy Week. This starts Passover. And the biggest sacrifice ever for mankind was John 3:16. So don't be surprised when I do decodes this week, it come out to 3:16. The most blessed hope that we have is Jesus Christ, eternally. And the Bible says in the New Testament, John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whomsoever believe in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. When we know him, we don't perish. The fulfillment of his love and his grace and his mercy is eternal. They got a lot of things going on, people. And I'm going to give you a hint as to why all this is going on. Not just because this is Passover week. Read. De-dollarization. The world is ditching the US dollar, as many of you all know. As our social and morals and everything else goes down, so does the dollar. And we transform into the purple rain, the REIGN, the golden age. It's deep, people. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for supporting me. And please share the video. God bless and good night.